Hi, in this video I'm going to show you what to do if you're not sure which payroll categories need to be mapped or which employees or payees need to be selected for inclusion in the STP report. You might be working with a company file you're not familiar with, or there might be just so many payroll categories and you're not sure which ones you've used this year, or there might be so many payees and you're not sure which ones have been paid this year. As you can see, I've already opened STP Creator and I've created the permanent data set. I've added the payer serial number, and we've got 44 payroll categories have been loaded, but none of them have been mapped. So what we'll do is go to payroll categories first. So you've got a list, in this case 44, and you're not sure which ones you've used this year. Now you can go through and tick the obvious ones. Another approach is to simply go straight to step 2, and that will highlight which payroll categories need to be mapped. The same with payees. We've got 93 payees here, and we're not sure which ones were paid this year, which ones we need to include in STP. So again, we close this, go straight to assemble year-to-date data, and this will extract data from your MYOB file. And what you'll see here is there's a note saying there's one or more payees where the payee in STP is set to no. Well, they're all set to no, and it says here sort the table by payee in STP and ensure any payee with no is correctly excluded. Now we just want to know which ones to include, so I'll close that. Here we see our year-to-date table. Now the easiest thing to do is sort first by the payroll category ID. Make a note of those numbers: 7, 34, 36, 37, 41. I'm just deliberately skipping 38. And then we want to see the payees used. So this time we sort it by the payee ID, and we've got 1, again make a note, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, and I'll skip the others just for the time being. So come back to payroll categories table, and we had 7, which is base hourly. We had 34 and 37 and 41. So because these are both employee gross, both mapped the same way, I'll just select both of them at once and select employee gross and W1, and that's those two done. Now we had 34, which was super guarantee. We can map that one. 37, car allowance. Map that to car allowance. I haven't selected it, so just cancel that. Click OK here, go back to STP fields, find car allowance, include that. Now go back here, and we go to 37, and this time we add car allowance, W1. Okay, now I know I've missed a couple, that's fine. So now we'll just go to payees, and we know we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, not in that order, but 4, 5, all of those were included, so we're going to include these in STP. I won't check yet because I know I've missed some. The point is you can do this in stages, do a few, save it, come back here. It's telling us there's some payees and there's some payroll categories that haven't been mapped. We know that. So again, now check which ones we've missed. So we've missed 36, 38, and with the payees, sort them by no, and we've missed 12, 57, 81, and 86. And so we just ignore that. Come back here, payroll categories. So we need 36. Which is withholding, employee tax, W2, and then there's 38, base hourly office, and that's going to be employee gross and W1. And we can save this, we go to the payees, and we know we had number 12, we had 57, 81 and 86. So we're going to include these in STP, and what we should also do, if we've got all of them, is click check all checked and no errors, which is good. And so when we've now finished setting up our dataset file, I'll just check when we come here to make sure there's no errors. So the reason we come to this step 2, step 3, is to make sure there's no errors. And so when we click that, no error messages. I mean, you can scan the fields and look at them if you like, but essentially you just save that and then go to the next one. And when you select this, when you set the dates, 22, 28, paid then, we get our W1, W2, save, and then we're ready to keep going. So that's just a shortcut way of identifying which payroll categories you need to map and which payees you need to include. That's it for this video.